I have been selling this book, Zanazli and Wan Chun Hong's Guide to Indie Filmmaking, which is published by MPH for a while now. It's a really good book if you want to be a filmmaker, whether it's for YouTube, social media, TV, film, cinema, whatever. This is the book to get. I'm going to make it more accessible and more affordable to all of you because I believe that everybody needs to become a filmmaker. The more filmmakers we have in the world, I think this world will be a better place to live in. Now it's available as an electronic book download on my website. I'm going to link it here. It's really cheap, it's really affordable. It's only 5 ringgit if you want to get the ebook version. Okay, 5 ringgit. It doesn't really cost much, right? It's just a little bit of something for me. I mean, it did take a lot of work to write. Each chapter of this book talks about one part of the filmmaking process. And for each chapter as well, I interview a local filmmaker. It's only 5 ringgit. It's only 5 ringgit. You're watching and listening to the Fat Bidin Film Club, and I'm assuming I'm Zan Azli.
And I'm Choy.
As usual, we watch a local film and we review it. And this time we are going to watch.
What the hell was that?
No, because I saw the background was the toilet. So I wanted to change and look for a better background. La Luna. Okay, so we watched
La Luna.
La Luna. We watched it a couple of days ago. Almost last week lah.
And apparently it's gone.
Apparently lah, we don't know. I don't know for a fact. This is what people say.
Yeah.
But then when we say and then suddenly still got, then...
That's why lor.
Yeah, so I don't know. It might still be there, but we hear people say it's not there anymore. What's the film about?
The film is about... Yeah lah, no more already. Anyway. The film is about this girl who moves into this Kampung Bras Basah, which seems to be like a green kampung, if you know what I mean. It's a very the magazines have to be censored. There are certain values in the kampung that you have to uphold, if you know what I mean. And it's led by the
Ketua Kampung.
The Ketua Kampung.
Tok Hassan.
Who's played by Wan Hanafisu, who basically has a say in everything lah. He even elects who the ustad at the masjid is, who is played by Aidil Zulfi Alauddin.
Who's that?
Aidil Putra.
Really?
Yeah.
That's Aidil Putra?
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't look like him, oh.
Yeah. And anyway, so this girl, Hanie, played by Sharifah Bani, moves to this kampung because someone left her the house, like some relative, like maybe her grandfather, but I'm not sure. Left her the house and she moves here and she decides to turn the house into a lingerie store called La Luna. And the chief of police in this kampung is played by Shahizi Sam.
An actual policeman?
You know,
from another movie.
I guess he retired from
Police Evo.
Police Evo and moved to Kampung Bras Basah.
Yeah, he's not fighting terrorists anymore.
He's a single father.
He's fighting domestic abusers.
And his daughter is the girl from Mentega Terbang, whose name here is Azura. Who then becomes the assistant to Sharifah Bani in the show. And then obviously because it's a lingerie store, it doesn't align with the values of the kampung, allegedly. But everyone doesn't seem to have a problem with it except for the kampung. The kampung folk are clearly very happy.
The husbands, the wives, they're all happy.
Everyone's great.
And
so that's what the story is about. It's basically about this one boomer man taking down a lingerie store.
Yeah.
And how that works out for him, in a nutshell.
So what do you think about the film?
Okay, the film is very funny. I loved it. I thought it was just so entertaining.
Yeah.
It was so funny. It was so funny. It was also it was one of those films that was feminist without trying to be feminist. It was one of those films that was heartwarming without trying to be heartwarming. It was one of those films that talked about family without really talking about family, and just the general sense of community of it all was not very forced or coerced. I really liked this take on why kampungs should be just that one way or portrayed that one way, right? And I like the dismantling of that. I thought that was very good. And just the whole idea of how change is not necessarily a bad thing lah. And hypocrisy. I really loved the hypocrisy in the film that was shown.
Tok Hassan.
Yes. So
The asshole Tok Hassan.
the film just really did it for me. It was entertaining on all fronts, and had good values also on all fronts. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the film too. I like the film. It was a very fun film to watch, very entertaining, very funny, heartwarming, everything you said just now. It's a very obvious story. It's nothing unique lah.
Yeah.
Right?
I guess the ending halfway through the film.
It's a very obvious story that we can tell. You know, that as Malaysians we are familiar with this kind of story, with these kind of characters. The characters that was in the film. You've got your progressives, you've got your stupid ass boomer who thinks he knows everything, but actually he's an evil person just because he wants to protect
His own interest.
ego.
Yeah,
You know,
ego, his own
yeah,
interest.
you know, and then you've got and you know, you're hoping for this progressive religious leader who comes, you know, and you get everything that you want lah from this film really. So it's very predictable, but predictable in a very nice way, because I think probably it's nice for us because we want what we saw in that film to actually happen. You know, I don't know if you go to a kampung. Bras Basah is actually a place in Singapore. The name, right? I don't know if you actually go to a very conservative kampung, if they will actually be okay with it. I'm not so sure, because the characters, like the kampung folks, right? The wives start buying the lingerie, and then the husbands start like getting frisky with them and all that. There's nothing wrong with that, what? Dah kahwin, halal, kan? Nak main-main lah, isn't it?
Bismillah dulu.
Yeah,
Doa.
it's an ibadah, right? Yeah. So it's like, you do whatever you want lah. It's just this boomer guy who obviously hasn't gotten laid in like a decades already. You know, he's probably jealous. You know, so yeah, it's about progressiveness in a conservative society like Malaysia. And I bet you a lot of these conservatives are going to say, "Oh, this is so liberal." When this doesn't even fall into like the category of liberalism, if you want to look at the true definition of liberalism. But in Malaysia, it's all like, oh, liberal already. You know? So, yeah, you know, I like it. Great acting. I think Namron was like one of his best performances. He didn't feature, I mean, he was featured quite significantly, but not a main character. And he doesn't have a lot of speaking lines, but his facial expression is just great, and he shows that he's really good at acting. It's either he's really good at acting or he loves sex lah. Namron, right? It's great. I like watching him, right, in this movie.
He could be both. He could be great at acting and also love
like sex, right?
I mean,
and he's
that's
like using,
fine too.
and he's using some method acting style to channel
Good
it into
on
his
you,
character.
Namron.
Right?
Get it.
Yeah. Shahizizam, you know, he's
So
Shahizizam
cute.
lah. Yeah, he is. He's very cute.
So cute in
Yeah.
this.
The Ustad was good too. You know.
So good, you didn't even know it was.
I didn't know it was Adi Putra. The character that played the abused wife.
Oh, Nadia Nisa.
Nadia Nisa, she played her role good.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Nadia
It was a
Nisa,
bit-
I've interviewed her before.
It was a bit.
Yeah,
It was a bit intense. that
yeah,
part.
she played her role very well too. It's really good performances by the actors, like I thought,
Yep.
in this film. Story-wise, normally, but it's just so obvious that you have to tell it, you know.
Yeah.
And you can, if you go and watch it, you're gonna really enjoy it, lah.
Yeah, it's very
You know?
enjoyable, very entertaining, and
I don't.
it's just good that it's entertaining without having you to like be stupid lah.
It's not preachy, and it's also not preachy.
Doesn't have an agenda. It's just an entertaining, kind of very wholesome film. Yes.
Yeah. And I hope that it's still playing in the cinemas, because I think everybody should go and watch it.
Yeah.
You know, it's really good, and hopefully
It's got really
like-
good actors in it too.
Yeah,
So-
and I'm hoping that this can actually bridge the
gap.
between the progressives and the conservatives, you
Yeah.
know, and to show them
To
like
buy
there's actually
lingerie.
nothing wrong, you know, there's nothing wrong here.
with sex
Yeah,
and
with-
lingerie.
yeah, you know, yeah, there's nothing wrong. I mean, I love having sex with my wife. It's
I'm
really
quite good at it,
nice.
yes.
Yeah, you like having sex with your husband too, right?
Yes.
Yeah. See, I'm pretty good at it too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know I was a virgin before we got married. Jiwa.
Yeah. So
Jokes.
yeah,
Anyway.
you know.
Yeah, anyway, have sex with your wives and your
Yeah.
husbands.
It's great.
Buy lingerie, especially when it's on sale.
Yeah.
You can also buy lingerie on Shopee.
Can I? Still
That's
can I? I
also
thought
not
cannot
bad.
already.
It's wellness products.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like sex
And
toys cannot buy.
do we
right,
tell
on
them
Shopee.
watch this movie? They're wellness products. Do
Yeah.
we watch this movie?
Yeah,
Don't
I
watch this
say
movie?
watch this movie. I want everybody to watch this movie.
if you can.
Everybody should watch it. It's fun. It's fun. It's not preachy. Don't worry. No,
yeah.
no propaganda, but it's propaganda lah, really. But
I really hope that it does in the end get, at least if there really is limited screenings now, that it gets picked up by a streaming platform, because really it would be such a waste
It
if
will.
people, like, we were the only ones in the cinema watching it.
Yeah.
But it was also like a Tuesday, you
Tuesday
know.
night.
So, but it's wasted lah. This is really the problem, you know. The films are good now. Like before this, the problem was that the films were bad, and then there were a lot
I
of.
mean, there are going to be bad films coming out too.
And then now the films are actually. I mean, so far I would like actually. Come on, Malaysia, this year has been doing quite well.
Yeah.
We're doing okay.
Yeah.
There have been bad films.
Yeah,
There have
but
been.
have
bad
you noticed
films.
why it's been doing okay? Because the ones that have been doing the bad films have not been making films.
Oh yeah.
Like Shamsul.
Shit.
They haven't been making any films this
Anyway,
year.
the
You know?
films this year, the films this year have been good, but the screenings have also been limited, which is really
Yeah.
so sad. So, if you can, please find a way to watch this film and support the good Malaysian films, you know, that are out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So go watch it. If
you
you
can.
let us know what you think.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Would you want your wives to wear sexy lingerie at home? Or do you as a guy like to collect and keep your wife's underwear in your pocket and bring it around?
Or do you as a guy
Like
also like
number
to
one.
wear sexy lingerie? We
Yeah.
don't judge. You
Yeah.
can tell us all this. It's a safe space.
Okay, so yeah,
Like
this
this
video,
video,
don't like
don't
this video,
like this
subscribe
video.
to our YouTube channel, follow us on all our social media platforms, it's @FatBidin, or go to fatbidin.com to get everything you've been watching and listening to the Fat Bidin Film Club. I'm assuming I'm Zan Azli.
And I'm Shoaib Star.